How did Washington support Iran? After the fall of Mossadeq, the populist, Washington provided Iran with arms. Okay, all right. So Mossadeq, once again, he was a populist. Okay, so he was representing the majority of the population against elites, right? And eventually he lost power, right? So he was successful in his protests in driving the king out, where he ran to Europe. But eventually, right, what Washington did, right, was help the Shah retain or regain his governing position as an elite. All right, so eventually Mossadegh did fall. All right, now it says here Washington provided Iran with arms. All right, now the main reason the main reason why the majority the people of Iran, alongside with populist here Mohammed Mossadegh, kind of wanted the Shah out was because of the exploitation of British merchants that own the oil company. All right, it was also known as AIOC, the Anglo-Iranian Oil Company. All right, and it was an unjust deal. Okay, and it was hurting the Iranian economy. Uh, the British would receive a large profit percentage, okay, large percentage of profit, while Iran would receive a small percentage of profit. Once again, the British did discover the oil there, right? All right. Um, so when Mossadegh was successful at driving the Shah out of out of Iran and into Europe, the British immediately seeked out Washington's aid to help the Shah regain his position. Once again, he did return back to office, so the Shah did come back into office, right? And at this point now, Washington is kind of providing the Shah with governing, we'll say, advice, all right, along with weapons, all right. Now, the main purpose, right, that Washington kind of got involved was because they were receiving, or they got oil at a very cheap price. Okay, so Washington was benefiting from the oil. Okay, alongside Iran was buying weapons, using whatever oil profits or out of the oil revenues. There we go. Iran was buying weapons from the oil profits and the oil revenues that Washington, the British Empire, and the rest of the world were contributing towards them, right? And those weapons came from Washington, right? So they were purchasing arms from us, all right? What Iran did with those arms was um, provide them to secret police force where they tortured, detained anti-Shah organizations. All right, so that's kind of where we're going along here. All right, so after the fall of Mossadegh, the populist, Washington provided Iran with arms.